Hi everybody, Leah here with your February 2024 reading. It is the month of new beginnings. So we're going to do 3 cards for each week. And then don't forget to also check out the 2024 diary. Never too late to start. That'll guide you through each month and help you to really focus on what you want and achieving that. Quite often at the beginning of the year we set New Year's resolutions or goals, and then really by the end of January, mid-February, we're kind of over it and we stop. And so the journal is just there to help keep you on track a little bit with that, so that you do reach what you want to reach. You know, this year could be the year that you achieve everything you've wanted and turn your life in the direction you want it to go. But in order for that to happen, you do have to take some action. And in order to take action, you really have to know clearly what it is that you're wanting. And so if you don't know that, it's really hard to put these things into play. Heaps of extra cards are coming out for you today. So first week we have 4 of Gabriel, 10 of Air, and the Abundance card. So things that have been difficult are coming to an end. It feels like this is sort of a big change. If this is work, I feel like there could be, a whole lot of people leaving and moving on to something else. It might be a group going and starting something new, starting their own company, something like that. It could be that you're going to like a support group. So if you've realized as the year has begun that perhaps there is something in your life that you need to get rid of, but it's really hard to do on your own. Perhaps you're joining some kind of support group to help you to do that. Whatever it is, change is coming and you will be celebrating. So with the 4 of Gabriel and the Abundance card, they're both about abundance coming in. Your effort is paying off, and again, letting go of those difficult times. So the first week of Feb can be very significant for you. You will have to delve in a bit to whatever that is that you have to let go of in order to help that to happen. So the second week, you have 2 moon cards and the meditation card. So when you think about sitting in the stillness of the moon at night, taking that moment to just sit, be still. Meditation doesn't have to be, sit in a lotus pose for 3 hours a day and clear your mind completely. That's not at all what you're being asked to do. So it's just taking those moments of stillness in your day to just be still, get centered, hear the guidance that's coming to you, and it gives your body just that chance to kind of regroup, relax, and then be ready to go on with what is next. So you're really being asked to connect to your intuitive side in the second week of Feb. That if things are coming up again that are holding you back, it's time to let go of them. And I feel like the reason you're holding on to them is the fear of the unknown, the fear of moving forward. You might not be happy where you are, but it's comfortable. You at least know where you stand here. If you move away from whatever it is you need to move away from, you don't know how that's going to play out. You don't know if it's going to be good or bad, or it could be the best thing you've ever done, but you have no guarantee of that. And so I feel like that fear is keeping you a little bit stuck. But this is where taking that time out just to meditate, to enjoy that stillness, helps to just calm things down so that you can make these logical decisions that aren't overly emotional. Now, I am training in 2 new modalities currently, very, very exciting. I can't wait to bring those to you. Both of those are going to help with this kind of work. So if you're needing help to let go of the past, to allow yourself to find that courage inside, that bravery, so you can move forward, book an appointment and we can help with that. Week 3 of Feb is Ace of Gabriel, 5 of Earth, and the past life. And I keep wanting to say December. So I feel like for some of you, something has come to the forefront in December, and that might be what you have to let go of. It might be that December you sort of made that commitment to make these changes, and perhaps come Feb, it's either you're really getting there, there's some success here, you've achieved it, or it could be that Feb is your reminder that it's, you kind of let that go and it's time to get back to it. So you have here, again, there's some fears around money, around employment. So it could be if you're leaving your job, you know, that does bring up, even though you know it's good for you, that's the right decision, it can bring up, you know, those fears around how am I going to pay for things? You know, is this crazy? It almost feels like someone's just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But follow your heart, do what inspires you. So when it comes to making those changes, don't sort of then get very logical and listen to other people. You know, this is how you grow your business. You do these steps and it becomes kind of robotic. What you need to do is tune in to your own passion, your own intuition, and see what inspires you. If you feel like you're just doing something because it's expected of you, or you've been told this is the way you get successful, that's not the right path. So you're being asked to really connect to your intuition, follow your guidance, do what makes you excited and what is passionate. It's the whole reason you made this change. It wasn't to go back to the drudgery of whatever you're in before. This is to create a better life and do something that really makes your heart sing. And so be guided by that, and you can't go wrong. Now the past life card is here, whether you believe in past lives or not. Look at habits that are repeating in your life. Things that, you know, just keep coming up for you. Or, you know, if it's relationships, you might be like, God, I'm in this same situation again. Like, how does this keep happening? If it's your career and, you know, there's someone difficult you're working with, it's like that has come from somewhere previous to this life. So if you don't believe in past lives, bear with me here, and just, you can still make those changes that are needed. If you do believe in past lives, then recognize that perhaps these repeated patterns aren't from here, and you need to heal that part. There's plenty of past life meditation stuff online. Just Google that. Brian Weiss is one of my favorite authors, and that's what he completely works around. So read one of his books, and that's going to really help, I think, if you can recognize those repetitive patterns, recognize they're not from here, and then find a way to let those go. Again, book an appointment if you need to. And then the end of Feb, we have the Wheel card. We have 5 of Water, 3 of Air. You had heaps of cards come out for this week. The Wisdom card and the Sea card. So either, this could go 2 ways. You haven't made those changes and you're still sort of stuck where you are, and things didn't work out how you thought. Actually, it's 3 ways. It could be that you did all the action, you did all the work, and it still didn't work out the way that you thought. Or it could be that you have done all the work, you're moving away from something, but you still have some grief and sadness around that. So even when we know something is we're doing something the way we need to for our own benefit, there's still sadness in that. You can still grieve that. It doesn't mean that you're happy about everything. You know, and you will find people will say, well, you chose this. Yes, you did, for a very good reason. You're still allowed to grieve what you've lost, what you've given up. So let yourself feel those emotions and process them in whatever way is necessary. Don't get stuck there, but let yourself feel them. So the Wheel is the New Beginnings card. So perfect for this month. It is, you know, the end of things that were sort of keeping you stuck, and it's allowing you to move forward in this new direction, to find your happiness, to find what really, you know, fills your cups. And it feels like that's really long overdue. Now the Wisdom card, turquoise sea, it's almost like, again, you're tuning in to either past lives or past wisdom. This could be from your, you know, your elders, your grandparents, someone you really, really respect, listening to their advice and seeing if it feels true or not. A lot of people will give you advice. Some of it you're just going to go, oh, that doesn't sit right, let it go. But for some of you, I feel like there's someone of importance coming in, whether they are here physically or spiritually, that are going to guide you. And so tune into that and listen to that. And I also feel like you need some rest at the end of the month. If you are doing all this, you know, work to clear things, to start afresh, that can be tiring in itself. Even though, again, it's a good thing, it can be exhausting. So you're being asked to take that time out and rest. If you can get to an ocean and enjoy that salt water, then please do so, because that's really going to help you to do this. Also things like incorporating colors, you know, wearing bright colors, surrounding yourself with pretty coloured flowers, anything like that can bring colour into your life. It will just be uplifting and help support you through this process. So bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Raphael, we have the Awakening card, and again, we have the Rest card. So again, things need to change. You know you want something different. You might not be quite sure what that is yet or how that's going to come about, but again, tune into your intuition, you will find it, and there's abundance there for you. For some of you, you might be walking away from some abundance. You might be in a job that pays really well, but you hate it, or you don't have any, work-life balance, something like that. So for some of you, you're walking away from money. For others of you, you're walking towards it. But walking away from money isn't the be-all and end-all. So look at things from a different perspective. Really contemplate how you can do things differently, how different your life could be. There might be a little pause in this, and I feel like with those 2 moon cards there, you're being asked to take that pause. Just take a moment and get really clear on what you want before you move forward. And again, the Rest card, take the time out when you need it and really give yourself that space to connect to your intuition. The essential oil for Feb is Clary Sage, which is the oil of clarity and vision. So work with that to help you to get clear on what it is that you want, but then to be able to dream big about what else is possible for you. And then 2 guidance cards came out for you. We have communication and our conscience. So some will speak to some will speak to the others, some will like both. It says, when our conscience gets moving, our being is loving us. So really, again, tuning into that intuition, listening to it, really following your truth, your passion, and you will feel that it's all right, that you're on the right track. And then good communication is a balance of speaking and sharing, listening carefully and absorbing before we speak again. So not letting yourself get caught up in an argument. So you will have people, I feel like, telling you, no, this is the wrong thing, why are you doing this, whatever. Don't get caught up in that. Just, hear them out and then let it go if it doesn't make any sense for you. But listen to, there might be bits of advice. You're like, oh yeah, okay, I hadn't thought about that aspect, so I'll, do some planning around that before I make this big step. But don't sort of allow yourself to get into an argument with them, because that's not going to serve you at all. So I hope you have a fantastic month. Don't forget to get your journal. It's a month of Feb, but you can start at any time. I don't care if it's November. You can do that work and just work through that process. It's very easy. It's not a big commitment at all. It's not going to take a huge amount of your time. So I hope you have a great month, and I'll see you in March. Bye.